still can't believe I've completed this major update. Alright, let's go. Welcome back, guys. My name is Reinventor. Public Transport Mod Update 9.0. Coming right up. In the past 2 months I have made 37 changes, added 57 new little things or features to the mod and fixed 89 bugs. Now some of you might be asking, why did this update take so long? Well, because it just did. I will talk about that at the end of this video. Alright, most important things first. Here we go. My time starts now. Number 1. If you have loaded up your world, you might see a lot of warnings that some entries of Transport Mode are missing. That is because I've made a lot of changes. Number 2. Texture pack update is absolutely necessary. If you have changed block textures in the old texture pack, you can just copy and paste them to the new texture pack. For entity and item textures, you have to edit the new textures, but it will be much more easier to do it now, because when you wanted to change line number 1 Tram's textures, you had to edit 4 texture files before. Now you have to edit only 1 file. Number 3. The sun is not in the correct place. That's because there has been a lot of changes in the configuration file. After you started the game with this new version, a completely new configuration file will be created. You can just copy the values from the old configuration file and paste them into the new file. Number 4. If you were using concrete blocks, fences or walls to make street posts where to attach the traffic lights before, then now you can use completely new street posts. As you can see, you can build a lot of different shapes of posts with it. Number 5. Until now, you had to use speed blocks to control the transport vehicle's speed, and you only had 3 different speed levels to choose from. Those blocks have now gone. You can fill up the holes in your streets. Now there are a lot of new different traffic signs. Build the street post or a regular post at the side of the road and attach the traffic or the speed sign on the post or the block. If you wish to change the speed limit or the parking sign or the arrow, just right-click on the sign. Speed limits apply to both overground transport vehicles and cars. For trains, use the new underground speed limit blocks and attach them on the walls of the tunnels. You can attach them on the left wall and as well the right wall. Number 6. Because the speed system has changed, the keyboard keys have also changed. You can find out about it under the Settings tab or go to this mod's wiki page and look it up from there. Link is in the description. Number 7. I am now demonstrating how to drive a car, because it's a lot different than before. First, you sit into the car. Press number 9 to start the car. Press number 2 to switch on or off the front lights. In the bottom right corner, you have the car's dashboard, where you can see the gearbox state, speed, and the amount of fuel remaining. To move the car, use the keys W, A, S and D. To select reverse gear, press the down arrow key. Now press W for gas and S for braking, A and D for turning. Press up arrow key twice to select the first gear and off you go. To switch gears, use the up and down arrow keys. Driving the transport vehicles works exactly the same, except for turning you still need to use the turn blocks. Number 8. All the overground transport, bus, trolleybus and tram doors are on the right side of the vehicle. To open or close the front doors, use number 6. For back doors, use number 3. For trains, use the same keys, and if you wish to open the doors on the left instead, use number 4 and 1. Number 8. Wait, I already did say 8, didn't I? Number 9. The driver driving and builder building keyboard instruction system does no longer exist because it caused some loading issues and was really not necessary. You can watch the keys explanations in the mod's wiki page or just remember them. Number 10. If you are on a bus or a trolleybus, you can push the stop button by pressing numbered comma. Number 11. If game rule always regular gong is set to true, all transport vehicles play the same announcement gong sound on stopping. If you set it to false, then trams have a different sound and trains have a different sound. Number 12 is not related to transport, but the emergency department. For fire department, there are now the fire station alarm block, activated and deactivated by right-click, and a smoke detector. There are also clothes or uniforms, aka armor, for the emergency personnel. Number 12. Damn it. Number 13. Now you can add the pedestrian crossings to your streets using crossing blocks, pedestrian traffic lights, car traffic lights, stop blocks facing the way shown, and the junction traffic box. Number 14. Everything has now switched to virtual money. Everybody has their own bank account. You can exchange different materials for the money using the ATMs. After, you can buy tickets for that money using a ticket machine, or to buy some fuel for your car using the fuel machine. You can change all the money-related values in the configuration file, but keep in mind to use whole number values only. Number 15. If you have a lot of money, you can buy yourself a car or even a transport vehicle using the transport factory block that is now working differently than before, but it is the same on both versions. You can pick the desired vehicle from the left by clicking on it. Then you will see the price as well. You can change all the prices in the configuration file. If you want to change the color or a type of a selected vehicle, click on the button with an arrow. If you're happy with your choice, click order and wait for the order to complete. Number 16. The newest feature is the taxi system. First, press F3 to open this screen. Here you can see your coordinates. The whole number values are fine. This way you will be able to know the X and the Z coordinate of your destination. Write down or remember them. If you find a traffic spawner and you right-click with your smartphone near it, a taxi will be spawned. You have to hold the phone in your hand because otherwise the taxi will not stop. Once you've gotten in the taxi, it will ask for the X and Z coordinates of your destination. Enter the numbers and click OK. Now you don't have to hold the phone anymore and you can enjoy your ride. You can end the ride at any point by just jumping out. Important side note, you cannot get back on the same taxi, just order a new one. The driver of the taxi will notify you if A. You have no more money left, B. You have arrived to your destination, or C. The taxi can't find a route to your destination. In order for the taxi to find a way to your destination, A. Your destination coordinates must be close to a road. B. There have to be turn blocks on turns and as much optional detectors behind the turns as possible, which give the taxi options to turn or not turn. Number 17. The trolleybus and tram wires are now connecting more nicely. Just break the old connections and rebuild them like that. Number 18. Now you can build an overground railway using the old underground builder, which is now a railway builder, and run trains on it. If you're under the sky but overground, it will place the overground structures. If you're fully underground, it will place the underground structures. Now you can also build an overground railway crossings using the stop blocks and the railway barriers. You can now add a turnaround at the end of your underground line by pressing Ctrl and numpad 8. Now you don't have to build it manually anymore. Number 19. Speaking of the underground, the signals or the traffic lights have changed. Now you have 4 different traffic lights. Use these traffic lights as shown here. The standard traffic light will have 2 states, green for all clear and red for danger ahead. The caution traffic light has yellow for proceed with caution and a green light for all clear. The automatic traffic light has blue light for proceed automatically, which means the train won't need a driver to drive it and the train will continue automatically. If these traffic lights are installed, then in the next update the trains should be running without a driver after passing the blue light and drive automatically. This allows the trains to travel faster and closer to each other, which can improve the time between 2 trains. And finally, there are full traffic lights. Red for danger ahead, yellow for proceed with caution, green for all clear, and the double yellow for proceed with extreme caution. The double yellow state can be activated by right-clicking the traffic light when it's green, but this state will start to have an effect after the next update. But when do I use the double yellow? Use it when A. There is a turn right after the station, or B. Before tracks cross each other or join together. Number, oh for who the hell cares anyway? Now I will mention a few other small improvements I've made. A. The transport vehicles are now more crowded. And B. Survival mode has now full support, which means you can craft everything you need. The crafting recipes can be found on the mods wiki page. As I mentioned before, the underground automatic signals will start correctly working in the next version. I also plan to make an electric scooter. There are some other things as well in mind for the next version, like some kind of construction vehicles, better sound system and sounds for overground transport vehicles, and of course bug fixes and efficiency. Is this mod going to be available for Minecraft 1.18? Hopefully, by the end of the summer, yes. But I promised to talk about why did it take me so long to complete this update at the beginning of the video. Well, first, it was just a lot of work. Secondly, I have a personal life as well. This is my only hobby, even though it seems like work, because I'm developing it 8 hours a day and trying to finish high school at the same time. You know, you should not do that. Well, that's what the doctor told me after I had small mental breakdown. So now I will go on my vacation for 2 weeks and then try to get into the college. And after that I will start working on the next update. If you find a bug, especially on the 1.17 version, then post it on GitHub. Until the next video, chill out, take some time to relax and implicate the new systems to your city. Well, I think that's enough.